You do everything right. Fielders don't hold their catches. And that's 3 chances gone in this single. First it was the fielders. Now the bowler himself. Pushing it straight to the fielder. That's a relief for Harmandeep. 6 overs gone, 42 for 2.
.42 for 2 after 6 overs of Pearl Gladiators. 2 sixes, 2 fours so far. And we have seen 3 dropped catches. 2 dropped catches in the last over itself. 1 dropped by the bowler, Harmandeep himself. Cannot blame anybody else. But this is quite an exciting start to the tournament, Ravi, isn't it?
Well, certainly it is not the best of starts for the fielders' point of view. Total of 5 catches dropped so far. 1 by the captain, hit him on the wrist. Another one dropped at point. So if my count is right, Sunil, you're a medical man, not a mathematician. I know that.
Your count is always right. You count your dollars really well.
Well, I hope I get a few.
4 overs remaining. Server in his last over. Slow delivery and mid-wicket fielder is in action finally.
Well, surprisingly, the mid-wicket fielder hasn't been called into action too much. And his overarm return invited the bowler to, the batsman to pick up another single. 44 for 2. There you see, 11 and over will take them to 86. So to get past 100, they need to score at 15 and over. Doesn't look like happening at the moment.
And bowling like that will help. Right in the block hole from Server. He went for 10 runs in his first 6 balls and 3 on his next 2.
And there you see the ball being cleaned because it's picked up a fair amount of moisture. The grass has already got a fair amount of dew on it. Oh, cut him in half. Right through him.
Great bowling. This is what T10 is all about. When you hear about T20 or T10, you only think about big boundaries, 4s and 6s. But bowlers have made their impact.
Well, certainly bowlers looking to make their impact. And Noman Sarwar's making a good comeback after that slightly expensive first over. Again, a slower delivery attempted. Just outside the off stump. That's 2 dot balls in a row. And Arshad would be scratching his head, as is the dugout. What do they got to do to get those ball out of the ground?
And he's the same man who hit a boundary. In fact, a 6 and a boundary of his first 2 balls he faced. And now he's struggling to time the ball, to in fact play the ball.
Well, finally gets one. Again, not off the middle of the bat. Pick up 2. Bit of a shoddy return there. Allowed the batsman to complete the second run without any problems. Still not 50 up for the batting side, Pearl Gladiators. And we are just 1 short of finishing our 7th over. Remember, this is T10. Expecting much more fireworks here. But unfortunately, they've been a little slow in coming. And the batsman certainly can't be blaming the dew. Anybody who can blame the dew is the bowlers.
And they have done a great job, especially Bilawal Iqbal, 2 overs, 1 made in 4 runs. Hussain Talat, 1 over, 4 runs. Harmandeep, 1 over, 5 runs, and 2 catches dropped in that single over.
One by himself. There you see the bowling card. Sarwar about to bowl out. Bilawal is bowled out. Remember, it's just a maximum of 2 overs per bowler.
Very intelligently bowled. This is great over from Sarwar. Just went for 6 runs in his final over. It's 48 for 2 after 7. Not very tall buildings we have seen in this innings so far. Just 1 over, which got 10 plus runs for the Pearl Gladiators. Mind you, it's a T10 event. Only 10 overs per team, per innings. And we have seen just 2 4s and 2 6s, Ravi, so far. So all credit to the bowlers.
Well, we're expecting lot more skyscrapers in that one, but unfortunately, being the inaugural game, probably the players still getting a feel of things.
So are the commentators.
So are the spectators.
Because T10 is the latest edition in cricket, and this is Harmandeep Singh going for his final over. Went for 5 runs and 2 dropped catches, mind you, in his first.
Well, the analysis could have read 2 for 3 instead of none for 5. But then that's what cricket is all about.
It's a cruel game. It's a wonderfully cruel game.
Sakline Arshad on strike. Started with a 6 and a 4. But then slowed down a bit. 15 of 9. Still going a shade better than Faisal Khan, who's got 18 of 23. Strike rate of less than 100 is going to hurt any team. Harmandeep.
Using his feet and clean bowled. Finally, Harmandeep Singh gets some reward. Arshad, the danger man, is out for 15. 48 for 2. Now Pearl Gladiators.
Catch is not being held. So Harmandeep said, I've got to disturb the furniture. And that's exactly what he did. Picked up the 3rd wicket for Flying Oryx. 48 for 3. Sakline Arshad gone for 15. Harmandeep picks up his first wicket. Seven overs gone, 48 for 3. So now Pearl Gladiators have got to start throwing everything up in the air. Man getting under it, but Lost it completely. Luckily, didn't get hurt. Lost it in the night sky probably. So that is a third drop catch of the bowling of Harmandeep. Jasim Khan it was. 50 up for the Gladiators. 3 down.
Finally, congratulations, Gladiators. Adnan Ilyas is the new batsman in, joining the most experienced campaigner of his team, Faisal Khan, who came as an opener, playing on 18 of 23. Ilyas on strike. Good ball, right in the block hole, Ravi.
Well, you got to have a look at that stance. The feet were already back and across before Harmandeep even reached the popping crease. So he was going to hit it towards mid-wicket, wherever the ball came. But Harmandeep was very, very good, bowling it straight onto his back leg. Dot ball. This time again a slow one. We'll have to wait and see whether he got a glove onto it or went straight into his body. Oh, another overthrow. Flying Oryx being pretty generous with their extras.
They're not happy batsmen mistiming the deliveries, so let's give them some charity runs. Of course, the bowler is not happy. Harmandeep, who is bowling really well in his last over, gave only 2 runs in the 5 deliveries and picked up a wicket also.
Just one more delivery to go in this over. Picked up a wicket of his first delivery, Harmandeep, in this over. This is his second. Hit straight. Man under it. And falls between 2 and rolls over the rope for 4. So ends the over with a boundary. 8 overs gone. Gladiator has 56 for the loss of 3 wickets.
For some great numbers of the batting team, Faisal, his opener is 18 of 23 not out, and Ilyas who have just come in, hit a boundary of the last ball, playing on 6. Arshad, in fact, showed some firecrackers, starting his inning with a 6, followed by a 4. But some great bowling from Flying Oryx. Ravi allows me some Hindi, score hai ab tak 56 after the loss of 3 wickets.
Well, definitely the lead actor of that movie would be very happy to hear that.
My all-time favorite.
I won't name him.
मेरे नाना का नाम मुझसे कभी मिला है.
Hold on to it. So that's a reprieve. Drop catch number 7 will. In fact, 8 for me. But full marks to Asif for his honesty. Umpires didn't have to go upstairs to the TV umpire for that. Great shot! This is third 6 of the innings. This is what the crowd is expecting more to see. Third 6 of the innings and Faisal Khan finally coming to the party. 26 of 25, so certainly getting his target of 100. Couple of more lusty blows and certainly Pearl Gladiators will be back in business. And the Honorable President of the Cricket Association, Mr. Yusuf Al-Wali, cannot be more pleased seeing the national batsman scoring that big one. 10 balls
balls remaining in this innings.
To the center of the captain. This is picked up just inside the rope. And yes! Second run out of the innings. And it is Faisal Khan who have to go back.
The leg umpire didn't have to go upstairs. This was a straight finger approach by the leg umpire, so slightly directed. The first one to go was the opener, Sheikh Mohammed Raheel, who was the companion of Faisal Khan. Both openers getting out in the same fashion. Faisal Khan out at 27, it's 65 for 4.
Back in action. Over number 9. The penultimate over being bowled by the captain. Lucky to pick up a wicket. Run out. Going for the second run. New batsman is Khurram Shehzad. 31 years old. Local boy, Khurram Shehzad. So plenty of local talent on display here. Not surprising because it's the Qatar T10 game.
We'll see a few famous Pakistani cricketers, a couple of Sri Lankans, a couple of Indian guys also. But the limelight is going to be on the local boys.
That's all it should be because the aim is to promote cricket in areas where it has not yet taken strong roots. Kids enjoying themselves, slightly chilly, but not yet enough to get the woolens out. One more delivery to go, over number 9. Hussain 7. Putting it out from outside the off stump, will pick up a single. That's 9 overs bowled, 66 for 4 Gladiators.
$66 for 4 after 9 overs. Pearl Gladiators. Remember, Flying Oryx won the toss and decided to field first. And the score tells you that their captain made the right choice. Only 6 balls to go in this innings.
Getting the ball into the middle of the bat hasn't been easy either. So the Flying Oryx would have realized that they need to work hard. And here's Naveed Malik. Picked up a wicket early. But it went for 13 in that over. Got Mehran Khan out, but the next 2 deliveries went for 10. 6 and a 4. There you see the 13 runs. Just 1 dot in that Shehzad on strike.
And people standing close to the comm box are actually discussing what is the competitive score on the pitch. Will the Gladiators cross 80-run mark, which is supposed to be a good total, but good start by Naveed Malik in the last over of the innings.
The only thing better you can do than a dot ball is pick up a wicket.
And dot ball is not bad either, Ravi, in the last over.
Anywhere in a 10-over game, a dot ball is like really diamonds, not gold dust.
pearls at least.
Again, closes the pads. Will allow that leg by. One more for the extras. Just 3 fours and 3 sixes. Maybe not enough firepower for Pearl Gladiators in this inaugural game of the Qatar T10 League.
And 10 extras, 9 from leg buys, just one wide, no ball, Ravi, which is good.
Well, in this level, if you start bowling no balls, I think your captain would be to slaughter you, because you're not only missing an opportunity, you're providing a free hit. That's a second wide.
I'm sorry for the commentator's curse. That's the second wide of the innings.
Well, part of that credit must go to Ilyas, because he'd walked across the off stump, forcing Naveed Malik to change angle. That's a very, very interested spectator with his rump facing the pitch.
He's facing the commentary box. He is looking at the more pretty faces than the cricketers, isn't he?
Got it in the middle. It's going the distance. Connects well, does Ilyas. Score reaching 74 now. Bringing some smiles into the Pearl Gladiators dugout.
And in the VIP arena as well. So now that mental target of 80 is absolutely achievable. Just one more shot like that will take Gladiators to that 80-run figure.
I think there's a psychological mark that Gladiators would be trying to hit.
Is that it? Yes! Back-to-back sixes from Ilyas. It's 80 for Pearl Gladiators. And some sigh of relief came out.
And still 2 more deliveries to go. Back-to-back six. It's taken them to 80. Still 2 more deliveries to go. Any bets? We go to 92?
88, Ravi? What do you say?
I would be happy with 80.
Ravi is not being too greedy.
Definitely not. Not at this level, because the ground is pretty wet. You see the ball getting the treatment.
So all in all, it looks like a very competitive score from the Pearl Gladiators.
Well, didn't look there very comfortable at the end of 5 overs when they were just 37. But they've pulled things back. Penultimate delivery. Onto the stumps and out. Yes, that was going to hit middle stump. So wicket number 2.
Umpire Ahmad Shabab had no doubt in his mind. And there are a man down also. Flying Gorix. Stretcher is being called. Some cramps, in fact. But what an over. Started with a 0, then 1 leg by, 1 wide, back-to-back sixes and a wicket. Adnan Ilyas goes for 18. It's 80 for 5. we're enjoying. आपकी एनर्जी हम अपने अंदर ले रहे हैं. Nafees Shehzad to face last delivery of the innings. And it is going for at least a couple of runs, or maybe more. The same fielder who was down a couple of minutes back. So it's 2 runs of the last delivery.
There you see the man limping. Still did not allow the ball to go to the boundary. That's commitment for you. 3 leg byes picked up. So the target for Oryx is 84.